welcome to your October 2016 tarot reading. My name is Nikki. I've already shuffled and meditated over the cards, and laid before you is your monthly spread. I am currently burning some lovely sage to cleanse the atmosphere and the cards and all of that. I've had a lot of activity over the past couple of days, a lot of people going in and out of my house in different situations, so yeah, hopefully the smoke will die down in a moment, and you'll have a clear visual of your cards. Before I begin, I'd also like to say that this is a general reading for all Libras, so if you are interested in a personal reading for yourself, you can always visit my website. I will have that linked in the description below. I am currently having a fall sale, so if you get a reading right now, you can get over a 50% discount. So if you are interested, be sure to check that out. And also I'd like to say to check out your moon and your rising sign videos along with your sun sign, so you can get a better view on what your whole month looks like. Okay, so I am using a focal card for the month of October with the Wisdom of Avalon deck, Oracle deck. This month you received the Eagle, and I will bring it a little closer so you can see it better. And it does say spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. So this is a month where you are having angels and spirit guides around you, protecting you, and perhaps even connecting with you or contacting you in some form, or you may be contacting them. This is a great time for physical affirmations, for prayer and meditation. The eagle symbolizes looking at the big picture, you know, soaring overhead and being able to see the whole view and not just a portion of the view, trying to see the whole perspective of a situation or of life in general. So yeah, you're rising above, and you are looking at the big picture and not just you know, you have a lot of insight at this time, and that's always great and comforting, and it can also be eye-opening. So it gives you a sense of inner peace and wisdom that others may not have at this time, because they're stuck not seeing the big picture, and they're just, you know, seeing a small portion from their perspective. Okay, so we'll go ahead on to the weekly readings using the Gilded Tarot. For the first week of October, you have the Hierophant. Now this is, you know, again, this connects you to your spiritual life, to your religious life, how you see all of that, and how you're dealing with it. Now the Hierophant is kind of like the male aspect of it, so this is usually something kind of physical or tangible, whether you are going to religious institutions in this first week, or dealing with religious leaders or spiritual leaders. This could indicate just delving into reading more, you know, upon religious or spiritual matters, doing physical rituals of some kind, or ceremonies, celebration. And the Hierophant can also symbolize going back to traditional ways or conventional ways, you know, doing things in a manner that are familiar and comfortable, but also very traditional, if that makes sense to you. And like I said, this could also symbolize some kind of ceremony going on in the first week, some kind of religious ceremony, a wedding. I mean, there's so many different ones, but a wedding is usually my go-to one that, everyone knows what a wedding is. So so yeah, it could be anything of that sort in this first week of October. Okay, for the second week, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Now this is, spending a lot of time being diligent and studying, and this card very well could be connected to your first card, or it may be a totally different situation altogether. It really just depends on you. But if it is connected to the first card, you may be reading a lot of religious texts or spiritual texts, really delving into the subject and trying to broaden your horizons when it comes to your spiritual insight. Now, if it has nothing to do with the first card, if it's a totally different situation altogether, this could be studying for a test. It could be, just working on, learning something new, a skill that is going to help you in the future, perhaps, with money or finances. But yeah, whatever this is going to progress you. Usually, Pentacles always points to finance, but if it is connected to the first card, it doesn't really necessarily have to. But if it's not connected to the first card, it will most likely be something that is, that will most likely help you with your financial situation down the line. But yes, you're very diligent, and you're delving into things, studying and reading up and all that kind of thing in the second week of October. Maybe doing some research. For the third week of October, you have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Now, I just seen this card not very long ago, and it's reappearing again. So this is walking away from a situation, but being uncertain where you're going. You may feel that there's not closure. You may not feel, extremely certain if this is the right decision to walk away from a certain situation, or maybe a certain person or group of people. You're just kind of cutting yourself out and going in a new direction. And you feel that with this particular situation that you don't know what else to do at this time. You may be confused on what is right and what is wrong. What is the right decision for you at this time? All you know is that staying and doing what you're doing and repeating, repeating yourself, or this repetitious pattern is not working, and you don't know what else to do. Perhaps you've tried many options or all the things that you can think of, and they're not working. So you're just kind of like throwing your hands up in the air and giving up. But this may be a momentary thing. This may not be a permanent thing. It could be, but it may not be. This could just be something that you're walking away from for the time being. And that may be best at this time. I really can't say whether it is or not, because it's going to be different for all of you. But yes, there's great uncertainty on where to go next and what to do. You're kind of aimlessly wandering. You just know that the current situation is not working. Okay, for the last week of October, you have the Five of Swords. And so yeah, this is victory. This is a very positive card, but When you get this card, you need to ask yourself, you know, what did I sacrifice to win this battle? Because this is victory, but it's victory with sacrifice, and that's usually how it goes. There's usually never a victory without some form of sacrifice. So you need to ask, what did you sacrifice, and was it worth it? You know, do you need to go back and mend things? Do you need to is there anything that you need to do differently next time? Can you learn from this victory? So, I mean, ultimately, this is a very positive card. This is you being diligent enough to see your way and to get your way, and to and also strong enough to win whatever battle was before you. But you know, was anyone hurt in the process? Was anyone, you know, disappointed, or was a situation neglected in the process of you getting there? Because if so, you may need to go back and you may need to mend some things. And you know, that's really up to you and how you see it, you know, whether things that you sacrificed are your current responsibility to go back to. But yeah, it is a positive card, don't get me wrong. It's a very positive card. It means that you have won a battle, but there will always be a next. And but you should be feeling very good in this last week of October, that you have won this battle, and it may boost your ego and kind of give you a big head at the time being, but that can be good. So it can make us feel good. And yeah, that is your reading in its entirety, Libra. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, please push that like button, and remember to share this video and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, because I'm here every month, and like always, I look forward to talking to you again next month. Bye bye.